Well, I didn't mean to hit that button, but all right, I guess we'll start the stream early.
Wow.
Howdy, folks. I'm pretty welcome. Hey, does anyone remember what we were doing? Alakazar, welcome. All right, so I did, yes. Weird. Yeah, we got one of the other endings for Silent Hill F. Okay, so guys, I've got a vote up in Discord for some of the game options for October. Yeah, guys, never trust Twitch alerts, okay? Trust Discord. The Discord alert always pops about a minute after I go live. Oh, it's... I mean, you didn't get the Discord one. Yesterday, 8:51 p.m., Beldvanger went live. It's right there in the going live section. It updates after a minute. Well, this is really sounding like a you problem now. I'm not seeing... I haven't messed with nothing. Yeah, everything looks fine on my end. Well, you were in the dead zone. But yeah, yeah, there's a vote up for some of the games we can play in October. You can vote multiple times, obviously. I don't know. I've been trying to figure this out for a bit. I can't figure out how to get it to display on stream. But if you go to the channel points, since I don't know if people want to watch all of the Silent Hill F endings, I figure we'll let the audience figure it out. And I've got a point redeem reward. So if before there's 30 days, if you guys want to see the rest of the Silent Hill endings, you can pump a certain amount of channel points into it a day. And if we hit the goal, we will do it. Unfortunately, I could not figure out how to put that goal on stream. Like, you know, like an overlay. I know there's a way to do it. I could not figure out how to do it. But it is there in the channel point redeems. You can do one donation to it. Well, that's not true. You can do, I think it's 2,000 a day is the most anyone can put in. So if you want to see those, vote with your internet attention point wallet. Okay, what the hell were we doing? No, we're gonna finish this game. I did not put 200 hours into this to not get the ending. Apparently we're pretty close to done. So, you know, just 7 or 8 more 10-hour streams.
Wow.
I really don't remember what we were doing. I remember what we're doing in the story, but we were... And apparently I have some crises going on at the colonies. Alpha Gamma and Vibo... Okay, Vibo 6 is... Yeah, fuck you. I guess we can go back and do that. No, I remember we got Ulfjar's West. What an absolute waste of points. Look at our... Okay, and apparently there's now something going on at Falsta. Oh my god. Also, has anybody here played Empire of Sin?
I see your darkened colors.
It kind of reminds me of that Mafia game you have, Alakazar, the board game. I really want to play it. But one, it costs money, and two, it's October, so not really the game to go to. Also, there's a big patch for this game coming,
Lord Captain.
which is actually fixing a bunch of the issues I've had with the game, which is great.
Step aside. The navigator is coming.
But they also nerf some
Isn't this a job for the service?
of the stuff I like. That makes me sad.
If I may. Deliver us.
Your audio cut out? Oh, it reminds me of that that Mafia board game you've got.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain. Isn't this a job for the serfs? I am a navigator, not a servitor. Help me, Lord Captain!
Yeah, that one.
I am but a vessel, but for the higher purpose of the destruction.
Yep, that ability I just did right there is getting nerfed next patch. Well, not nerfed, it's being completely reworked.
And so it shall be done. Let this be the warning. All who oppose us.
What happened to Silent in the Hills? As I've been saying
God, Emperor, move
all
through
week,
me.
Lucifer,
Breathe fire in my heart.
we're gonna get one more ending for that.
Doubt is for the weak.
And then we're gonna go back to finish this. And then we'll start on the spooky games,
That will crush the heathens.
which are up for voting on in the Discord. It's true.
Rejoice in
And also,
service.
Lucifer, if you do want to see more Silent Hills and get the rest of the endings, if you check
And
the
so
channel
shall it
point
be
redemptions, I don't know how to get it to display on the screen,
Actions
but
will speak of a death
we've got
towards
a
our
community
ultimate
goal
victory.
for it. I mean, I wanted to play that, Alakazar. I just, you know well,
Injured. I'm
everything's been with
enraged.
me.
This is unacceptable.
What?
I will not.
I am your blade and shield.
Yeah, the fact that it's so many playthroughs, I don't want to run that unless I know people really want to see it.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
Because at least it fits for October. But we can't just bench this for a month. For 200 fucking hours. Oh my god, why does the game's punishing me for not being on this. Now every place is having a fucking event. It pounded your faces in? Impressive. Where's Lurbin, man? But yeah, Empire of Sin's like gangster bootlegging XCOM.
With each step,
The game's been out
I
for years.
forge
I've
my
never heard of it.
destiny among the stars.
I watched a couple
Few
people
will escape their
do
fate.
some game-breaking funny videos in it, and like it looks really fucking cool. It's not a normal, like, I mean, XCOM stuff is normal for me, but it's not like a normal game I would play, but like I really fucking want to play it. And then like a week after I learned about it, they're like, "Hey, it's on sale," and I'm like, "Oh, fuck off." He told me, but I don't remember what he said. We were going to try to get thrown on an apple. I meant why he hasn't been here on the stream. Not why he hasn't been arrested at Applebee's.
Me? If you... The Navigator's might.
Oh, that was related. Okay.
You don't frighten me.
Guided by faith. Faith without deeds is worthless. That is not the Emperor's will.
If I may. Me. If you insist, Lord Captain.
Dude,
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
I am not about that life.
The wicked are appeased.
Yeah, I'm not about that life either.
I am his will made manifest. Strike is a prayer. Eradicated.
Let us walk this path to the end.
What? Who's Shane? VGSH. What's that? Or HS? He did? Oh, wait. A deadly pathogen has paralyzed the colony. The rabble is terrified. The planetary authorities are flummoxed. Uh-oh. How much promethium we got? Okay. Burn down the regions infected by the epidemic. Video game high school. Yeah, I don't know what that is. The hotbed of the infection was turned to ash, and the disease treated, terrified by the rogue trader's iron resolve. You didn't need me here for that, game. So wait, go back. Our ship's here. Let me actually drag this chat out some. There we go. Okay, they have nothing to say. Great. Now I remember what we were doing and what I was upset about. It was Cassia's quest. Apparently, there's like the triggers for it are very, very bad, and I really hated the ending. And apparently everyone agrees it's bugged and not working right, and most people mod the ending out, and I wanted to do that, but we ran out of time. Well, we're stuck with terrible Cassia, I guess. Oh well. The ship's augurs registered an emission of unknown radiation in one of the chambers. As a result, some of the voidsmen now have glowing irises, which has proven to be quite beneficial in the performance of their duties. The vessel's confessors are in doubt and suggest it may be an outward sign of corruption. Better to purge the mutants than allow heresy to take root on the Von Valentius vessel. The crew zealously carried out the rogue trader's order and put to death everyone marked with the fiendish glimmering eyes. Only the Emperor's light may illuminate the path of his servants. Alright. What do you need me here? What do you need me to do here that couldn't have been done in an email? Can't hear. Ugh. An intelligence report has come in stating that the Drukhari Archon is playing at humans, having bent a high-ranking official to her will. She is now effectively running the colonies from the shadows. She is committing unthinkable atrocities, but is surprisingly good at governing. No, we're gonna assassinate her. The Archon easily dispatches the assassins, unmasks herself, and decides to let her hair down a little. The colony drowns in blood until the Drukhari's thirst is quenched. She departs, leaving behind valuable gifts of Xenos origin and a slew of dead bodies arranged in a message of thanks.
Wow.
There you guys, there's like a... I see it. Apologies, there's a splinter in my shirt. Ow. Well, that was weird. At least that one actually required my presence. Okay, but nothing's needed at Giannis. I don't want cheap viewers. Oh, the double post. Get out of here. Oh my god. 63 damage. Man, oh man, oh man, oh. Yeah, oh god, I'm really upset about that Cassia thing. I forgot about that. Alright, what do you need? I don't know why anyone would want to support that company, but a malcontent has begun spreading insulting rumors concerning the rogue trader among the aristocracy. Execute 2 noble families at random and confiscate their property. Yep, fuck them. We'll offer privileges whoever turns in the malcontent. Only a few days later, the troublemaker is caught and their tongue presented to the rogue trader on a silver platter. The noble house is to be thanked for resolving the matter, now monitors any and all remarks mentioning the ruler of the protectorate. That was worth, 1 profit factor. Fuck that guy. And we are not getting up there anytime soon. Okay, alright, what needs doing? God, I don't remember where we're at. Yeah, we're not doing that. Alright, you've already students under control the hand as long as the heretic should can. Okay, that's the big story mission. Vela is tormented by a spiritual affliction. Oh, that's right. Okay, we gotta go to the palace. Gotta talk to Cassie about her fucked up mission. I'm so upset about that. Thorbold is willing to tell Ulfar where the Baleful if he performs well on Euphrates too. Okay. But yeah, Alakazar, I'm not surprised they broke that at all. Actually, we're not far from Vibo 6. Forgot how long that warp jump is I set up in the middle there. That's how it goes with them. They're a fucking terrible company. Well, okay. They're not inherently a terrible company. Randy Pitchford and being publicly traded is ruining the company. The planetary authorities have begun a rigorous purge of dissidents, mutants, and apostates. The spree of arrests and executions has the people terrified. I will... Well, yeah, because I put the former marshal of the Adeptus Arbites in charge. My understanding is that 2 was the best one. 3 was a fucking pile of shit. Inspire the people to support the authorities' actions. Upon seeing the planetary authorities not as tyrants, but as wise protectors, the commoners will be delivered from their fear and charged to help the keepers of law and order in their cause of cleansing this world. Oh, I understand. It's like, that's like me with Fatal Frame. 2 is considered the best Fatal Frame by nearly everybody, but I like 1 and 4 the best. Man, they need to make more ways to, like, get warp points. This sucks. Yeah, see, and for me, Fatal Frame 1, is the best vibe. And that's, you know, something you can't rate. Alright, later, Alcazar. Your lordship, I have been told that you summoned the Erebus family to your court. Your subjects in question, along with their 4 offspring, have already arrived at the palace. They will attend the reception honoring your return to the capital world. Announce that the reception is starting. I'm ready to receive the Erebus family. As you wish, your lordship. Your lordship, allow me to introduce the next guest. Protectors of Dargonus from the void between the stars. Randor and Zioni of House Erebus, along with their heirs Mattis, Lorna, Rono, and Lumi Erebus. Glory to the dynasty. Officers Randor and Zioni Erebus both make the sign of the Aquila, reverent expressions on their battle-scarred faces. Beside them are their children. Raised to love the God Emperor, they are mild-mannered but fascinated by their new surroundings. Judging by their uniforms, the 2 eldest children are already members of the Dargonus Planetary Guard. Your lordship, it's a great honor for House Erebus to be invited to your palace. There's a glimpse of distinct anxiety in Randor Erebus's eyes. Zioni touches her husband's palm ever so slightly, gives him a reassuring nod, and then addresses you. As a token of our great reverence for the von Valentius dynasty, allow me to present you with a modest family relic of the Erebus clan. May it serve you faithfully. Whenever the word kills our enemy, their Medicaid is increased by 22 until the end of combat. Hey, Mortimer. How is House Erebus faring on Dargonus? We are delighted by the favours shown to us, your lordship. Life in the capital is much calmer and slower compared to the ship, and I've almost gotten used to the gravity. The prosthetic supporting Randor's spine creaks under his clothes as he attempts an awkward bow. Cabela whispers, just barely audibly. Proud, the Dorman's attention, and this being their first visit to the palace. They are nervous. You must give these people time. Let them get accustomed to their surroundings and to your presence. Let them wander around the hall and taste the food. We will talk to each one individually. As the Erebus parents notice a blood-spun web cultist at your side, they exchange glances. An almost imperceptible tension hangs in the air. Are you finding the reception to your liking? It is beyond all expectations. We could not have dreamt of something like this, to be honest. Even just permission to settle on Dargonus and continue our service on the dynasty's capital world was the most gracious gesture on Lady Theodora's part. We did not expect any further attention. Zioni smiles gently, but her fingers are fidgeting with her heirloom pendant. Let us enjoy the evening. Join the guests. We shall talk later. Of course, your lordship. We will be available for you at any time.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
Anybody out of the ordinary in here? Look at this fucking guy. Interesting that Mattis is over here alone with crew officers. Let's talk to him first. Your lordship, Lady Lieutenant Matt Erebus, at your service. The tall, dark-haired young man enunciates sharply as he salutes you with great fervor. Breathless from his own audacity, he blurts out, I hope I don't sound too bold if I just say I've always dreamt of serving on your flagship. Would it be so much for a modest servant of the dynasty to hope that the Lord Captain might graciously make him part of his crew? Cabela Sandersley appears at your side. Her face is reflected in Mattis's dark eyes. As their gazes meet, they both freeze in astonishment and lower their heads. If Cabela had had enough to eat growing up, she had not put her body through grueling trials. If she had not been used to intoxicants during her cult rituals, you might have said the two bore quite the resemblance to each other. Oh. Mattis looks away first. Pardon, my tactics list. Wow. Can you tell we haven't done a reading game in a few days? Mattis looks away first. Pardon my tactlessness, mistress. He clears his throat. I have the strangest feeling that we've met before. Cabela takes her time to reply. You were born on a world and absorbed a hive sense. I would have remembered someone who smelled like that. I do not know you. Do you believe yourself fit to serve on the flagship? I have served dutifully in planetary forces, your lordship. Governor Drivestone even awarded me a medal for defending the Southern Hive against the Xenos. I may have been born on a gravity-bound world, but my heart belongs to the void. So your reasons are your unflinching courage and your love of the stars. There is another reason, your lordship, but I'm afraid you will find it most laughable. You see, I've always known my destiny awaits me on the flagship, because ever since I was a child, I've had the same dream over and over. A dark-haired young woman walking barefoot along the decks, and me following in her footsteps. I would run, but I could never catch up to her. My father told me he had felt something of the sort when he met my mother. Mattis's eyes taking Cabela's features. He smiles sadly. I believe my future awaits me there.
NANI?!
What the fuck is going on? Very well, I accept you into my service. That's truly an honor for me, Lord Captain. I will not let you down. Glory to House von Valencius! Let us go, Cabela whispers softly. I have heard and seen all I needed to.
Know your duty.
Your Lordship, allow us thank you once again for this honor. Though we left the flagship a long time ago, it's been a pleasure to be in the presence of the Lord Captain again. Zioni looks at you with a pensive, unblinking gaze, her eyes darker than the night sky. I didn't realize that was the wife. Whoops. We realize that your attention to House Erebus was brought on by some manner of circumstances. Please let us know how we could be of service to you, and we will do what you require. A keen observation. Rando's eyes meet Cabela's as she speaks, but he is not intimidated. On the contrary, the corners of his mouth curve upward slightly, and he gives a respectful nod. Tell me about the Erebus family. Sadly, we are but a shadow of what we once much more numerous clan. Most of our kinspeople fell in combat, but we believe the Erebus's last battle is yet to be fought. We raise cohorts of successors, we teach new recruits, and our own children, the ins and outs of void service before they even set foot on board. The new generation are learning to serve in their own way. Our eldest son Mattis is on the planetary guard. So is Lorna, our eldest daughter, though she's devoted herself to medicine. And to my great surprise and elation, our younger children, Rono and Lumi, have found their vocation in serving the God Emperor and the Ecclesiarchy. Do you remember Theodora well? I won't lie, your lordship, we never saw her in person. We did not have the rank. Even her favor was bestowed on us in the forms of a document penned and delivered by a scribe. But we remember her orders, and they were reflective of all our courage and fervor of a true rogue trader. I'm looking for a Naki Erebus. The ship's archive mentions several of your ancestors, but the one I need is a living person. The couple exchange glances again. Our clan has a tradition. We name our children in honor of our past heroes, Mattis and Naki Erebus, the twin founders of our family, a great warrior and keeper of knowledge. Legend has it that a great future awaited bearers of those names. Every Mattis and Naki Erebus would add to the clan's renown, but they would prove faithful assistants to any Lord Captain they served. But legends are just that, legends. It is not names that give people strength, but the faith inside their hearts. Is there currently anyone named Naki in your household? No, no one has borne that name for many years now. Your son bears the name Martus. Randor laughs. What can I say? I've always wanted to raise a great person. Then why did you name your daughter Lona and not Naki? Did you not want her to become great? I didn't... They did name a daughter Naki. Cabela's words hang heavy in the air. Zioni Erebus nods slowly in response, a sad smile upon her lips. We did, but the Emperor took her from us. The Undying Emperor. The Undying Emperor? You were followers of the Blood-Spun Web? No, your lordship. Randall and I, we've always been stalwart in our faith, and we revered the Spinner's service, but their sacred path was too dark and frightening for us. We may not have understood the deeds of the Blood-Spun Web, but we never doubted that the Spinners carried out his will, for they gave all to their duty. It is a heavy duty, but the true duty always is. Let us go, Cabela whispers softly. I have heard and seen all I needed to.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
From this point on, Mattis will serve on my ship. Oh, he is the pride of the Erebus family. Its blood, its essence. We're delighted for him to serve you as we used to serve Lady Theodora. Enjoy the evening. May the Golden Throne protect you. You're pressing down too hard on your quill, Lumi. Look how thick your lines are, and the ink hasn't dried. Mother will be livid when she sees this stain on my cuff. Why don't you watch what you're doing instead of lecturing me again? How many times has Master Rogbard said, apply the base colors first, then the darker shades? The Erebus children are leaning over a sheet of parchment, arguing passionately. A small, finely made box next to them contains quills and a few bottles of ink. Cabela's shadow hangs over the younger Erebuses. Her unblinking gaze carefully studies the unfinished drawing and grows gloomier still. Your lordship, we are honored by the Von Valentius. We are honored to be at the Von Valentius Palace. I am Lorna Erebus. A pale young woman, slightly shorter than Cabela, smooths a lock of dark hair nervously as she stands between her younger siblings and the spinner. I look at the drawing. The parchment is an unfinished family portrait, showing the Erebus parents and their 4 children. The young artist's skill is impressive. But your attention is drawn not to the fine lines and shading, but the sketch of a dark figure added in by a still more masterful hand. Our family is once renowned for their courage, but Dargonis has no need for boarding teams, so our parents enrolled Rono and Lumi in the scriptorium to study religious painting.
That scrap of parchment must be incredibly special. I see no other reason for your brother and sister to be ignoring the rogue trader. Lorna grabs her young siblings' collars and makes them bow, looking guilty.
My apologies, your lordship. I'm to blame. Lumi and Rona tend to get far too engrossed in their work, but I will see to it they do not forget their manners again. Glory to the Von Valencius Protectorate!
And the rogue trader, ruler of 1,000 stars. The dark shape in that portrait. You drew it in, did you not, Lorna? Who is it? Lorna purses her lips and looks away.
Mother says the Erebus clan is a secret guardian that protects us from the shadows, and I thought it would be unfair not to draw all of us but not them. It's silly, I know.
Enough. Cabella's cold, raspy voice sends a shiver down your spine. Cabella's cry brings the Erebus family back together. 6 alarmed faces, 6 people standing shoulder to shoulder like a fortress wall, and one lone grim figure opposite them. A shadow peers into their dark eyes, the same as their own, their pale lips the same as her own. She clenches her fist, ignoring the steel claws that pierce her palms.
Enough. I know who Naki Erebus is.
Her unblinking gaze turns to you. And so do I.
Naki?
Zioni Erebus looks at Cabela with a scarcely concealed fear, but her husband notices her reaction and shakes his head in warning.
No!
Mattis screams.
How could you keep something like that to yourselves? How could you? How could you?
Lorna hugs her younger brother and sister, who cast frightened glances at their parents and the sinister woman with a wry smile.
Naki Erebus.
Cabela throws her head back, and her laughter resonates through the hall.
Naki Erebus is me.
So all this time, Martus, your dreams were showing you...
The woman that was destined for me. This is not the love of my life, but my sister?
Martus shudders and stares intently at Cabela.
I didn't know. Do you remember me? I remember what I am permitted to remember. The tenets of the web. Prayers to the undying one, the names of poisons and intoxicants, the name the vizier gave me. But you, no, I do not remember you. I do not know you.
You did mention a guardian in the shadows, Lorna.
An unseen shadow, a servant of death. Mother called her Naki, but I knew she was talking to someone she knew. I mean, that's not a lie. Now observe silently. You said the Undying One had taken Naki, but death whispered her name only a short while ago. Whispered? The God Emperor demands a great sacrifice, yet makes serving him all the more honorable.
Zioni's voice trembles and she turns to her husband for strength and support. A few years before Lady Theodora sent our clan survivors to Dargonas, the Bloodspun Web's vizier came to our bay. He said the Emperor demanded the next firstborn of the Erebus clan, that he needed a new spinner.
6 months later, we had twins, a boy and a girl with eyes darker than darkness itself.
Zioni smiles tenderly at Cabela.
You were born first, Naki.
and with sorrow and pride we gave the Vizier our most precious treasure, for that is how one honors the God Emperor.
I'm staying out of this one. I refrain from interfering.
So if I'd been born a minute earlier, that animated corpse standing before you today would have been me. Mattis recoils from his parents. Why doesn't she remember anything? Why was she never told? The ritual of releasing the burden. Cabela steps up to her brother, who is so completely like her, and yet so thoroughly different. New blood-spun web recruits undergo it in order to forget their past and devote themselves to the Undying One, and so that their souls do not suffer. Tell me, Mattis, is your soul in pain? It only hurts because I never knew you all these years. Cabela turns to you sharply. We are here to settle our debt to the Undying One. We now have the name, the person, and the explanation. I know what must be done. So why do I feel pain from an unseen wound in my heart? Why am I, for the first time in my life, hesitant to sever a thread? All this time I had been wandering in the labyrinth of my mind, but the answer never came to me. What must I do, Domin? How do I end Naki Erebus?
Well, this is awkward. For everyone who doesn't remember, Cabela had a crisis of faith and murdered someone who was not on the list. And we had like a hallucinatory trance and heard the will of the Emperor, and we had to kill a Naki Erebus. But it turns out that's Cabela, and that's the only way for her to be forgiven. So is it saying she can't be forgiven and she needs to kill herself? Or is it saying we have to wipe out the memory of her existence, which means killing her family? Wow. What a thing to come back to.
You cannot kill your past. You can destroy the people who are connected to it. But are you truly prepared to murder innocent people just to cut yourself free? Cabela, dismayed, looks first at the Erebus family, and then at you, then at her own reflection in the steel of her dagger. I will not kill. Must I follow my orders when my entire nature shrinks from it, and my heart screams it is wrong? This is not my will. I could have had a family and a future full of righteous service. A chance for a different life. That was taken from me. Who would I be and how would I serve? And how I would serve was decided for me. She clenches her fist. The Vizier forged me into a weapon and stained it with blood. He named a mark, gave me a mission. Come, Domin, we must ascend into the Temple of Death, where I will report on my task and ask the Vizier a single question. Why me? You've grown into a fine woman, Noki. And though you may be lost now, I know the Emperor will point you right. We are proud of you. The corners of her eyes twitch, as though she is in pain. My name is Cabela.
That's... wow. That sucks, man. Oh wait, we can go here. Forgot, on my ship. Wow, what a terrible, sad thing to come back to. Oh, I guess you go back by talking to Cabela?
Take heed, Nemo. Our blessed Domin honors us with a visit. The one who delivered this ark from the curse of your existence.
I am ready. Let us present ourselves to the Vizier.
Come, Domin.
With ominous resolve, Cabela drags a steel claw down her face, leaving behind a line that splits it into half. She steps forward without another word.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
The Vizier whispers a prayer, his masked face turning toward the Undying One's image. Instead of his usual threadbare clothes, he's wearing an elegant armor of bone in dark gold, marked with purity seals. He turns as he hears you approach. Cabela, I've been hearing your footsteps for a long time, in his whispers. Dominant, Lord of the Ark, it is good that you are with her. It is right. The Undying One has blessed this union of light and shadow. You greet us clad in armor. Are you preparing for battle? Today is a special day. I've only donned this armor once before, when I was second spinner. That day, I ceased to be second. But I have remembered the weight of this gold on my shoulders and chest through all these years since. Cabela opens her mouth, but the Vizier stops her with a gesture. You will understand, my daughter. You will understand soon. We have learned how Cabela came to be part of the Bloodspun Web. We have met her family. The Vizier looks away for a brief moment and then nods to the empty space. The Undying One's congregation sacrifices the blood of its blood. That is how spinners are brought into this temple. But only those who would serve him of their own volition stay and spin the blood-spun web, as Cabela did. Your words are dishonest. The ritual of releasing the burden erased me, made me hollow. What will of my own I had, you took from me, and filled me with yours instead. The Vizier's voice becomes astonishingly gentle. My daughter, do you believe you have only served him because I set you on the thread of the web? Do you believe you have no faith in him? You know that's not true. Cabela grits her teeth, hissing. You used my trust to make me your tool. Of course I see no other destiny for myself now, but that does not mean it was preordained. Cabela has been cured of her affliction. This is true. No longer do I see anguish in her soul. Second Spinner, I am ready to receive your report. Have you accomplished the task the dying... Have you accomplished the task the Undying One himself set you? The task remains undone. I refuse to complete it. Condemning a life to oblivion is wrong for those who worship death. No one will hurt my family. No one will hurt me. Let the Undying One punish me if he so wills. Silence falls for what feels like an eternity. At last, the Vizier responds with the sadness of an all-forgiving father. That is one of the threads as well, my daughter. I understand you. A tired sigh escapes the Vizier's chest. A harrowing sacrament, a ruthless ritual. I am relieved that it is nearing the end. Everything is coming together just as he revealed to me. Perfection has been sculpted. The affliction I nurtured has been vanquished. The choice has been made. So whence all the sadness? My daughter... The Vizier shakes his head, suddenly looking very human. His shoulders droop, and he extends a hand toward Cabela. Sacrament? Are we being dragged into another ritual? A great ritual. Many decades ago, the Undying One revealed through a tarot reading what must come to pass, and I heeded. The Bloodspun Web's path toward gaining its new Vizier was then conceived. A path of discovery, devotion, dying, and resurrection in purity. Cabela's predecessors stumbled on that path. So did the next one. I waited. I have lived long past my due time. The Undying One has been waiting for me for so long. What do you mean the affliction you nurtured? Was it you who doomed Cabela to her suffering? The Undying One laid the thread, and I served as guide. The meeting with you and your world, Omen. The hunt for Nemesis, her grim and ghastly doppelganger. The compression of her flock's pain. My assignment stirred anxiety in my daughter's soul, as they were meant to. And the feelings that exist between you, those supersede all else perhaps. Could I have prevented them from springing up, smothered them while they were still weak? I could have. I chose not to. It seems your plan has failed. Capella did not carry out her last order. It has not failed. The choice has been made. Certainly, the new vizier of the Bloodspun Web will bring more change than I imagined. The threads will be more intertwined. The pattern will be different. But the service to him continues. So what will happen now? Cabela will become the new vizier. Her journey to the Undying One and the choice she made will be reflected in the Bloodspun Web's new pattern. As for me, I will go to him, as I have long awaited. The confusion and alarm in Cabela's face gives way to anger in her aura.
Excuse me.
The confusion and alarm in Cabela's face gives way to anger in aura. Her face distorts like a crumbling paper mask as the emotions wash over her. Too many emotions for one whose soul is gone dead. I have not yet done all that you expect me to, have I? That is correct, my daughter. Can you feel it? The proper way this burden must be passed. Cabela's voice falters. She clenches her teeth, trying to keep herself from bursting into tears. I do not want to kill you. Is a simple transition of power not possible? Why must there be bloodshed? Because great things are not achieved in small ways. Because if you worship him, your sacrifice to him must be great as well. Blood is our gift, the only thing that is truly ours, the only worthy way to worship and honor him. Let that which must be done, be done. Still, it is unfair. Cabela's face has become a death mask. The vizier's voice is full of sorrow and humility. Yes, for I am stronger than you, and my high spinners stand with me, those who swore an oath to protect me and not outlive me. And he too stands with me. His face will emerge out of mine, and may those who choose when you set out along the threads of the web, your comrades, your domin, may they stand with you and fight with no regrets. A bitter sigh falls from the old man's lips. Farewell, my daughter. Let us honor the Undying One. Let us honor him.
I will cast you into eternal darkness.
For the Emperor!
Oh my god, his hit points. Any damage dealt to the Vizier will be avenged by allies still in combat. What is this? Oh my god. Alright. So, if this is how it always goes, being a lesser spinner really sucks.
But of course. On it.
Of course.
Anything else?
Strengthens me. I took care of this one.
Ooh, yeah, you did.
None will stand against.
Wait, did she just one-shot him? Wait, what the fuck?
The thread is unbroken. The Undying One has not reached out his hand to me.
He didn't? Okay. Not really sure what just happened there.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain. Do not dare ask. In the name of House Orselio, I shall prevail.
I shall not fail. The shadows will see it done. I feel nothing, fear nothing, as the tenets demand. I bring mercy and retribution. Trust me, the other side awaits, as honor ordains. Trust me, let your soul be purged. Death is a blessing.
Yeah, they're as good as dead.
The shadows will see it done. No. Let the blood of the wicked be your dead as thou hast willed. As honor ordains.
Okay.
As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it.
You with a fancy dodge.
As the Emperor commands, is why I was chosen. Doubt is for the weak. None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Look at all these dodgy boys.
Will do.
I must not falter.
May the Divine's will be done. The Emperor commands. Another step towards our ultimate victory.
Oh. The Undying Emperor uses the Visions of Death or Liturgy of Death ability, targeting the furthest enemy. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Well,
As the tenants demand, I shall not fail. There is only death, yours or mine. I feel nothing, fear nothing. Trust me. Let your soul be purged. As honor or my blade whispers your name. Caught by the killing. Brings me no pleasure.
well, we're not gonna see all those cool abilities. Clad in the Vizier's armor, Cabela is staring at the spot where, just a short time ago, lay the body of the man who raised her. Her shoulders are shaking and her head hangs low, but no tears are to be seen and no sobs come from behind her mask of dark gold. Suddenly she throws her head back and a desperate cry full of pain, fury and regret echoes around the temple. This is not the Vizier, nor a spinner just before you, just a daughter who has lost her father. I know this is a ridiculous question to ask, but how are you doing? The tenets of the web teach us never to regret or hesitate, but I never could have imagined I would one day have to make the choice this painful. I did what had to be done, but that does not quell the pain. I know he is in the Undying One's hands, but that does not soothe the grief. I know I sought vengeance against him, but I feel his absence already. You have done your duty to the Gold Emperor. It was his wish as well. It was his duty, but he was reluctant to leave me to the very end. I saw it as his eyes went dim. Did I just see the Gold Emperor in the flesh? Was that how you saw Vizier Dominhold? You saw an image of death in him, but it was only an image. Fumes of the sacred intoxicant blessed our ritual, but what you saw and killed was a mere man. The Undying One does not come to the living, we come to him. What did the Vizier look like to you? Younger, the way he was when I first saw him. I was younger too. It was though we were facing each other in a training match like we used to. Am I to call you Vizier now? I do not want to lose my name as my mentor lost his, but no spinner will ever speak it again, for I am their Vizier, yet you are my Domin, and I am your shadow. Let me remain Cabela to you, at the very least. You immediately donned the Vizier's armor. Is it helping you embrace your new role? I think so, yes. Cabela reverentially touches a drop of blood on the dark gold. I sense the weight of this sacred vestment, the weight of the Vizier's burden and the decisions I must make from this day forth my burden. Her voice is full of somber pride. What will become of the blood-spun web now? Change lies ahead. Cabela cuts the air with her palm. Traveling with you has given me many insights. Your influence has made Cabela adhere to the tenets of the blood-spun with greater vehemence. Really? We have been lurking in the shadows for too long. That was why we failed to prevent Nemesis' crimes or foil the Abomination's plot. That was why we failed to protect Domin Theodora. And I will not let anything like that happen to you. The blood-spun web will stretch its threads out from the shadows and absorb new blood. We will open the temple to those among our congregation who wish to serve the flagship and the Undying One. We will grow our members. We will train fighters. We will share the Enforcer's duty and fortify them with our skills. We will shun defending our grounds in confinement and go on the offensive. We will no longer be unseen guardians, but we will become his soldiers and yours, Dominhold. Death has whispered your name. You defeated the vision of the Undying One. Cabela studies the spinners. Her voice thunders under the temple's vaults. Bow before your new Vizier! And 100 whispers reply. Death salute you.
I am your shadow. What torments you?
Alright. What's her new gear? That looks cool as fuck. Alright, the warrior deals plus 13 more damage. Enemies are below 50%. Okay, but what was she wearing? Remember the wearer inflicts damage over time effect, kills an enemy, the game as soon as the wearer gains 6 stacks. Was this what we were wearing? Wait, Visor of Inevitable Retribution. These are the same. Wait, what the fuck? Alright, if a Death Cult Assassin has 8 or more stacks of Blood Blessed, they gain +1 AP and +1 attack per turn. God, this was not a game to take a week off of. No, we stopped wearing that. Crap, what were we wearing on her? We weren't wearing that. I didn't like that armor. Well, oh, we don't have. Does that mean you like the armor on Pretty? Unfortunately, I've been away from the game so long, I don't remember what I was wearing on her before. So I don't know if I want to keep it or not. I'm also confused why these things are basically the exact same item. Oh well, our little cultist is all grown up now.
Let us walk this path to the end.
Well, I'm glad we weren't killing the other spinners. I thought we were. I'm like, that's... God, I wish I didn't play this on normal. Oh, apologies. Alright, Butcher Bridge. What a sad quest finale to come back to, though. Okay. Yeah, that's the main story quest. Just the entire finale for Cabela's entire storyline, and relationship with me and everything. And we fought an image of the God Emperor of Mankind himself. And I wish I wasn't on normal because that fight should have been a lot harder. Who?
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Wow.
You got... No wonder I'm pretty wasn't excited about me coming back to this game. Okay, let's go talk to Cassia so I can get really upset about how her quest is gonna end. Because this game's triggers are dumb.
Allow me to thank the von Valancius dynasty for the help it graciously extended to House Orcelio. And to thank you personally. The fundamental life lessons I learned during our journeys together have allowed me to become who I was destined to be.
I think you're your evil mother. Hang on one sec, guys. I'm sorry. I'm having a... I gotta move for a minute. I'll be right back. My sleep and health issues have been really messed up the last couple of days. Trying to shake it off here. You probably aren't a fan of haunted. She's not a fan of haunted anything.
Cassia's thin figure tenses for a moment, and an unfamiliar expression passes fleetingly over her face. So now you're the full-fledged Novator of House Orcelio.
You of all people should know that succession is a lengthy and tiresome process. While my entire house is busy preparing for a grand council at which I am to ceremonially inherit the late Tisiphone's title, I have decided to remain by your side, to relish just a little more of this carefree liberty. For as soon as I am summoned to do my duty, we must say our farewells.
What awaits the navigators of your house now?
Traitors within the house will not simply accept the decision to keep the Atlas, especially now that the truth about its creation can no longer be suppressed. After all, every Orcelio navigator has a connection to me, and I am connected to them. And yet, I will not give up trying to unite my house. As strife weakens us from within, members of other Navis Nobilite dynasties may be tempted to tear us to pieces. But I will not allow them to do that.
Cassia touches her breastplate at the spot where the Atlas is located.
This was not a decision.
Crossing the warp storm seems to have changed you somehow.
Do you find that it has? Even navigators find the terrors of the Sea of Souls difficult to handle. What I beheld in the twisting warp is hard to describe in words. Every journey changes us, little by little. Sometimes it leaves a mark on our appearance, and sometimes it changes our souls.
Cassia extends her hand, displaying the elongated fingers and razor-sharp claws.
Nevertheless, there is no need to shroud yourself further in the dim hues of twilight, Rogue Trader. I am still myself.
Don't you think the renegades are going to make more attempts to destroy you and the Atlas?
Well, they have been unsuccessful so far, and an enormous part of the credit for that lies with you. Worry not, rogue trader. My house will trouble you no more. For now, I'm able to maintain the blue-gray haze of a fragile truce within my dynasty. As to what happens next, time will tell. Of course, I will try to answer any questions you have. Too many colors. I have enjoyed your company.
Let us Fenris.
Rogue trader. You know.
Alright. That ending sucks.
Lord Captain.
Abelard?
Lord Captain.
Alright. Let us pray. Prayers accepted. Alright. Okay. Alright, nobody better have any more problems anywhere. Ever again, forever. Wait. Is this not connected to this? Oh, whoops, fuck. There we go. Oh, good. The hell is that? A zombie hamburglar. What the fuck? Why is that an emote?
The Divine
I'm restless.
watches over us. Look upon the Emperor's faithful and tremble. Surrender to the dark powers.
Yeah, but why is there a Hamburglar Minecraft emote to begin with?
If I may.
I don't think that's the answer you think it is.
Lord Captain, isn't this a job for the serfs?
Anything else? But of course. Was that you? Or
Well, that was pretty funny.
the witchcraft are healed.
On a Thursday?
Damn! What was the command again? Oh, right. I have read tomes of military tactics. You're clad in scarlet. That is foolishness.
Oh, fair enough.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain. I'll show you why navigators are
Pain and
feared.
duty go hand in hand.
Why did Abelard take damage? Tearing Vengeance. Oh, the axe. That's right.
I will do my duty. Up you tongue.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone! This is unacceptable. I'll do it.
May my wrath be thy undoing. We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
All right, I'm pretty. Have a nice night, madam. I'm doing my best to stay awake, but... All right, good night, Sardinisms. Okay, we won't be getting anything there.
The rogue trader's ship took its place in the center of the attack formation. The right flank was guarded by the sacred combat vessels of the Adeptus Mechanicus, and the left consisted of the combined forces gathered by the Lord Inquisitor, headed by a frigate of indomitable space wolves. The enemy deployed their ships in a wide arc in an attempt to surround the squadron, but the Heretic's plans was not meant to be. Thorbold and Opticon 22 sent their detachments forward, tying up the enemy in combat and presenting the Lord Captain with a chance to deliver a blow to the very heart of the enemy position, where the flagships of these traitors to humanity awaited their final hour.
Man, I'm having a hell of a time recovering after that cold.
Ah, finally, some real action.
Whoa! Whoa! Look at that thing! That's a big boat.
Bring doom to our enemies. Let the macro cannon sing their deadly litany. Rain show them the fury of our macro cannon. We have a destination to reach. Unleash a barrage of destruction.
Does not affect ships larger than cruisers. Oh. Well.
The impure tremble.
Well.
Let the macro cannon sing their deadly litany. Unleash a barrage of destruction. Navigators to the designated coordinates. Lock up.
About that. Got the noise coming out of that thing.
Unleash the power of our lance batteries! We have a destination to reach. I want to hear the macro cannon roar!
Strike them, now!
Show them the fury of our macro cannon. Proceed accordingly.
There we go.
Pull ahead. Bring doom to our enemies. Let the macro cannon sing their deadly litany. Rangers.
Sector, Coronis Expanse. Region, Mundus Valencia System. Location, Dalgonis, Palace of the Lord General Militant. Material, extract from the memoirs When the Expanse Burned. Author, Corvin Lazarus, Lord General Militant of the Dargonis Planetary Defense Garrison. A general once said that all walls are fundamentally the same. If you've seen one, you've seen them all. Grok shit. The general didn't witness the events of Euphrates too. Rogue Trader Hult von Valencius was the supreme commander in that battle. A man of iron will, unfaltering, unshakable. I served as his personal enforcer guard back then, just another cocky kid who thought he was an expert soldier. The Emperor was gracious to me and gave me a chance to realize how wrong I was. Most of my comrades didn't get a chance like that.
Oh, okay, what an awkward time for that to pop up.
The shuttles would have blocked out the sun if you could have seen through the smoke of the Manufactorum city of Sigma S-13. At its heart stood the Machine Cathedral, a primary objective. The Lord Captain showed us mercy by having the landing zone bombarded from orbit. All the shuttles carrying troops, and more importantly, precious vehicles, reached their destinations. Daunted by our numbers, the enemy withdrew. That was the perfect moment for a decisive attack. With an armored vehicle force of this size, we had the upper hand. Upon descending from orbit, Sister Argenta inspired the troops. The very first notes of her prayers, her singing, was the Emperor's voice, commanding us fight without any regard for our own lives. After rousing the soldiers to launch a daring raid, she quickly captured one of the Heretic commanders. That was when we heard a starkly different voice come from the Sister of Battle. Trembling with fury, she personally interrogated the miscreant, pulling one poison confession out after another. Once she was done, the world was purged of his impure breath, and she was the one wielding the flamer. The sight of that heretic writhing in flames was imprinted upon all memories, shining a light on the cruel darkness of our immediate future, like a brilliant beacon. In the command center, the Lord Captain ordered his generals to commence a rapid tank assault in accordance with the military doctrine armored wave devised by Lord Militant Justice Quinn. All negligible losses during the landing stage gave us armored vehicles for a decisive push against the enemy's positions. We began our advance. I will never forget the roar of the tank, its treads tearing the Heretic's infantry to pieces, accompanied by the shrieks of las guns and the rumble of heavy artillery. A deafening symphony of war. Nothing could stop us. We marched in the wake of a column of armored beasts, not turning to look at the mushroom clouds climbing over piles of enemy bodies and those of our own. We had our orders. Pushing through the ruins of Sacred Workshop, we looked with awe upon machines that, up until that point, had remained forbidden for the eyes of the laity. Those were palaces of incredible and frightening technology, void ship assembly halls, chemical atriums, sacred arsenals, generators producing invisible fields unsettling to the mind, and scriptoriums containing knowledge. The horrors best left undiscovered. In one of the chemical chapels, we came upon a shipment of cisterns containing hallucinogenic gas. The shelling of the enemies with gas munitions procured on the surface. As per regulations, we waited until a gas cloud allowed minimal visibility, checked our filter masks, blasted the gates with our tank smelters, and charged in. Many Heretic had already perished at the hands of their comrades who were fighting nightmares only they could see. We had no trouble cleaning up the rest of the disjointed lunatics. It took us days to break through the metal heart of the manufactorum. In the third week of the assault, the vanguard was halted and swept away by a salvo of plasma macro cannons. Scorning every canon of sacred engineering, the heretics had placed the hull of an unfinished void cruiser on treads several kilometers long. This leviathan of adamantine and plasteel barred our way. Magos Dominus Opticon 22 insisted we retake the sacred machine, but the vessel had been in making for many decades, and its destruction would have meant a tragedy for the Imperium. It came as a surprise to all when the Space Wolf Thorbold supported the Magus Dominus. After the Lord Captain had reconciled him with the Explorator leader, Thorbold had tamed his pride, spoke in favor of the Tech Priest causing the liberating of the noble machine. The Lord Captain sent scouts to assess the fearsome weapon. The sight was both terrifying and mesmerizing. Majestic cathedral was designed to cut through the void instead of resting on treads of a size that staggered the imagination. Those treads were grinding buildings to dust, and the ship's heavy cannons were incinerating entire tank formations. How could mere mortals hope to defeat a behemoth like that? The Lord Captain ordered an assault column to be formed from the repentant manufactorum workers, granting those captive the right to atone for their crimes with blood. The Lord Captain was merciful. Each captive was issued a single-shot las fusil and bayonet, whereupon an order was given to take the cruiser at any cost. The deal was that those who survived the attack would be granted the Emperor's pardon, could enlist in the Liberation Army. Traitors in wartime can seldom hope to be given a second chance, let alone an offer of such generosity. No more than 100 of them were left alive that day. The Emperor was harsh on those who had turned against him, but many a seasoned soldier could learn from their fervor. Covered in oil, blood, soot, their eyes full of desperate zeal, the penal unit fighters somehow managed, despite their losses, to break through to the mighty cruiser. They climbed shafts, used their bayonets, and applied what scant knowledge they had of sacred technologies. Eventually, they destroyed the heretics operating the macro cannons. The enforcer strike groups were then able to land on the cruiser and clean up the remaining cultists. The cruiser was conquered. Flipping on pools of blood mixed with sacred inugents, which made it to the Machine Cathedral, a gargantuan hall breathing the flames of 1,000 furnaces, the last bastion of the enemy's armies. That was where I first faced the word bearers, betrayers of humanity and unworthy sons of the Emperor. What could we mere humans possibly do to match their unholy bestial rage? The Lord Captain commanded us to close ranks and direct all passive available forces against the word bearers. With booming battle cries, we stormed the traitors' positions in a tight formation, raining fire upon the enemy. It was a daunting attack, but the disciplinary officers drove us forward, cracking their electro whips and shooting those who showed a lack of conviction into the back of their skulls. For every 1,000 shots the ceramite of their armor deflected, a single one hit a vulnerable optical sensor at joint, and one by one the unhallowed giants fell under our onslaught. Our tenacity prevailed over the nigh impervious protection. And that's when it came. Doomscream, an ancient and bloodthirsty hell brute, merciless executioner forged of adamantine and ceramite. That single foe was repelling our assault one after the other, turning hundreds of soldiers into bloody pulp. For as long as that abomination lived, we had no hope of reaching the heart of this enemy citadel. The dire-eyed Thorvald volunteered to track down and destroy the vile spawn, but fate had other things in store for him and his brothers. The Space Wolves pack was to be the first to storm the Machine Cathedral, and thus Magos Dominus Opticon the 22nd assembled a cohort of elite Skitarii and said they would locate and eliminate Doomscream. The soldiers were whispering that he was willing to activate the so-called Guaranteed Annihilation Protocol, terrible and ominous rite that is as lethal to the enemies of the Omrishaya as it is to his faithful servants. Upon arriving in the front lines, the Lord Captain led the retinue to hunt down this ancient killing machine himself. What happened next would become legend. The Lord Captain at the head of his retinue challenged a bloodlusting heresiarch that had crawled out of the darkness of time. He dealt the wicked executioner a heavy, mortifying blow, and thus Doomscream was routed. The abomination's torn pincher, fitted with ancient and powerful bolter, became the rogue traitor's rightful trophy. At last, we reached the machine cathedral. We saw a yawning lift shaft leave behind the colossal land-gnawing drill and burrowed for kilometers into the depths of the planet. There, deep below, lay the last hiding places of heretic leaders. Hundreds of grenades, accompanied by promises of swift judgment, were hurled into the pit. Such was our righteous anger. The planetary assault was a resounding success. The enemy forces were shattered and broken. A small fraction remained in the machine cathedral. The rest either had been destroyed or were destined to meet the same inevitable fate soon. The old captain's retinue and the Space Wolf band delved into the shaft, heading toward the heart of the machine cathedral. We watched them leave with reverence in our eyes as we were setting up a perimeter around the entrance. We knew that the true outcome of the Battle of Euphrates II depended on them, that our fates were theirs to decide.
Why is it paused? That was weird.
May the kills resume.
Wow. Wasn't time to read that anyways. I'm so sorry, guy. Oh.
The giant clad in dark crimson armors in the middle of a sinister litany, his words turning into a repulsive ethereal stench and flakes of otherworldly ice. He does not notice your presence.
Oh god, Coonrad's looked better. He's looked a lot better. Oh, he's got a third eye growing out of his forehead. Damn, Sneech has run roughshod with him. Look at that.
The same cannot be said about Kunrad Voidveer, who stands at his side. His completely mutated turquoise eyes flash upon seeing you. He flinches but remains silent, hesitant to interrupt the ritual.
Thorbold, announce my arrival.
Observe the sinister sorcery at work. You can feel the strings of the surreal force emanating from the sorcerer's fingers and wrapping around the enormous disc of the drill. He is feeding its sacred batteries with his profane magic, as if it were the motive force, subjugating the tech priest creation to his will. The sorcerer does not turn his head as his voice rolls over the room. I see you, mortal thing. I sense your meek mind. The sorcerer reluctantly turns his burning gaze upon you. So you are the one who is eager to meet me in your own demise. Rejoice, brother Twilight. Today, you become the new rogue trader.
Voidveer's deformed features twist into a bloodthirsty smile. Yes, master. I will rectify my mistake.
and reclaim what was stolen. Examine the machine.
God.
The platform beneath the sorcerer's feet is the drilling machine's massive tunneling shield. The mighty mechanism can gnaw through underground rock, bunker bulkheads, reinforced with adamantine, or anything else that may lurk in the planet's depths. The corrupted servants of the Deus Mechanists scuttle around the Heretic, muttering twisted prayers of ignition and attempts to persuade the omniscience majestic beast to awaken and rend the world's flesh. Addressing the sorcerer, do you have a name, or should I simply refer to you as the Heretic? You know my name well. I am Urlon the Cruel, breaker of misbelievers, truth speaker, triumphator of faith, dark apostle of the blessed word-bearer legion. Kneel and offer prayer of gratitude, but your death cannot bear a worthier name. You must have been preoccupied with something profoundly important. You paid no heed to me obliterating your armies. Death for the glory of the true gods is a blessed fate for any believer. Why would I rob them of it? Every martyr who perishes in their name only empowers their reign. I was tasked with a different mission, to make the corroded expanse behold the sheer impotence of its most eminent protector. Once Calcazal's treasures has been stolen, his secret hoard plundered, and his name shamed, the dogs of the false emperor will see the truth. No one will protect them. No one will heed their pleas. Only by bowing to the masters of the Immaterium will they earn the right to live. And what is this treasure you covet so terribly? I will keep this from you so that you may perish in the darkness of ignorance. Pathetic. Your master didn't even tell you the reason why he sent you to face your death. And neither will I make this poisoned cup any easier to drink. You're so confident in your victory, then what are these secrets for? Very well. Kneel and pledge yourself to the true gods of the warp. The great revelations are a reward for the faithful. He gestures at you imperiously. Thorbold nods at his weapon. I doubt you intend to obey. I would still advise against it.
These hills are not silent. They never are, Poondog. They never are. How are you tonight, man? Cat, welcome. I apologize, guys. I kid you not 10 minutes after I started the stream, the narcolepsy started coming at me hard. The last 3 days, my sleep has been awful. Like even for me, awful. I'm trying to shake it, but we might have a short stream tonight. But it's good. It's good to see you guys regardless. Well, I don't know if I need to. I'm hoping I can fight through it. But wait, I thought you canceled your. I thought you refunded it, Kat. Oh, okay, well that's something. Well, I hope the game doesn't suck.
Voidfear, what the devils are you doing here? Voidfear cocks his head so sharply like a bird and laughs mockingly. I am on a path to greatness, Holt. True power, the kind you and Theodora could only dream of. The edge of daybreak promised to weave me a truly remarkable fate. You're on a path to your own death, nothing more. And you've almost reached the end. An empty threat. I've the upper hand this time. In my next prayer to the Dark Gods, I will thank them for letting me destroy another rogue trader of the Von Valencius line. If only you knew what powerful weapon awaits us down below. With it, we will make the entire expanse.
Enough, brother Twilight. Your lips will not speak a word more than it is a heathen's place to hear. Ignorance is their cloister. Let them remain trapped there.
Hey, you guys want to see a magic trick?
I speak the litany of purification and smother the profanity of sorcerous words.
Get bucked. Oh, your spell broke. Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame. The twerking bald man will make me feel better. No, it's not about feeling better. It's about staying awake. But thank you, Poondog. Oh, man. Like, the worst part is, it was like 10 minutes after I started the stream. I flew around, did like 3 settlement quests, you know, just like the quickie dialogue ones, and then started just falling apart.
The sacred words sustained by your indomitable faith illuminate the air and send a mighty echo across the room. So great is their strength that the sorcerer's words drown within, and the current of heretical power swirling around the drill begin to ebb. Once the final words of the prayer escape your lips, a righteous light envelops the drill, washing away the unhallowed taint. The sorcerer, scorched by the radiance of the Emperor himself, growls in pain and rage. Damn. The wolf lets out a chilling howl, and his pack ready their weapons, acknowledging it will be an unequivocal order to kill. With a solemn gesture of his hands, Urlon thunders in fury.
Let those who blaspheme against true gods beg forgiveness in pain. In vain. And pain. All of it. Brr. Let their lips be sealed. Let their hands be severed. Let their souls be reaped and scourged.
Scourge these nuts. Looks like I brought more Space Marines than you guys did.
To battle, bulls! Do not allow the malefic any respite. No one had time to finish reading that. A glorious fight of it. A kid with the silver-tongued traitor. But he is old, sly and strong. But by the Allfather, the wolves will spill rivers of blood today. The horrific display of profane sorcery appears to have filled Thorvald with joy and anticipation rather than fear.
You got Ninja Gaiden 2 Black and did it Azuda drop twice. So, I didn't play much of the second one. I actually didn't like the sequels, which really bummed me out because the first one was so incredible. But the only move you need is the fucking swallow dash. That move is so broke. It's ridiculous. Such a good move.
Have you encountered Erlon before? No, or else his head wouldn't still be attached to his neck. But my pack has had plenty of his strength and ignominious misdoings. One can see the evidence of his malefactions all across Corona's expanse, like bear tracks upon fresh snow. We stalked him and looked for a chance to clamp our jaws around his throat, but the craven knows well how to hide behind the backs of his heretical lackeys.
What manner of witchcraft was he attempting back there?
He wished to wake the tunneling behemoth. If you hunger for my thoughts, Erlon is searching for something down below, in the Manufactorum's deepest holes. My warriors destroyed the energy fount and silenced the drill, but the detestable Malefic still found a way to revive it with his heinous magics.
What is Erlon after? What is he trying to unearth?
Do not ask, for I know not myself. Calcazar treats his allies like a Phoenician mushroom farmer treats his produce. He keeps them in the dark and he feeds them shite. He didn't see fit to enlighten us of the secrets of the Euphrates too, but it's no matter. Whatever it is, we mustn't let the loathsome Malefic claim it.
I will deal with him.
You are a brave one, and not easily deterred. Good! Then find a way to reach the tunneling platform while we give the mangy sorceress something to worry about.
Thobold exchanges glances with his warriors, and you could swear they all smile in anticipation inside their helmets.
Hellbrant, you stick to the original plan. Take 2 brothers and go after Doomscream. Our scouts report he took refuge in there. Our scouts report he took refuge here in these dips after being defeated in battle on the approach to the Machine Cathedral. I want to take the unholy tin can that holds his traitor's brain back to Fenris. Good hunting.
I can't get that voice right tonight at all.
We won't fail you. The eager Space Marine lets out a hungering howl. Can it shed the hunty's grim in chase of beasts of steel and blood? Fangs bared sharp in thirst of prey. Let glory cloak their mighty gate. Doomscream, he hides in his den. Step inside, Albrand. I'll be the one to slay it. I claim its quarry for the baleful howl.
Who or what is a Doomscream? Which one is... This is the light-voiced guy.
An old and vicious heretic, a hellbrute whose veins boil with poisonous rage and savagery. His mind and body have been so warped by the ruinous powers, his very existence is an affront to the Allfather's warriors. Tread lightly when facing him, young brother. Yes, the beast is mad and hideous, but he is weak, almighty, old, and graced with the arch-enemy's profane patronage. His hateful sermons about malefictions and his weapon claimed the lives of hundreds during the assault. We've grievously wounded him, true, but we haven't seen the last of this foe.
Hey, knights, welcome. If Hillbot kills Doomscream, will that prove that the baleful howl lives?
If it comes to pass, I'll be first to raise a cup in the proud name of that ferocious pack.
Ulfar, we set out to hunt the beast.
Do you seek to base me in hunting, Ulfar Everlast? None are faster or deadlier than the Stormbiters. We will see, young wolf. We will see.
Yeah, you meant. Oh my god, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm getting torn up today. Yeah, you told me Gaddy and Jazzy got a new place. Are they like actively moving now? Like not just not just got the house, like are they like moving stuff? And what is Reliever, what has she been sick with? She looked fine when I saw her.
Luck be with you, warriors. Hide there. Whoops. Hide there, salt. What you got a bunch of spooky games lined up nights? What do you?
I have you. Oh my god.
Oh, what do you got planned for the month?
Oh, apologies. Man.
Save your jests about fur, fleas, and marked territory. I heard enough of them back on Fenris.
Hi, Mortimer.
They were moving this morning? Oh, okay, yeah, so they're moving. Last of Us Part 1 and 2. First playthrough. Oh, you haven't played Bloodborne before? Dude, Bloodborne's gonna take you all month, man. That's not a knock at your skill. Do you have the come on, brain in narcolepsy. You have the old Hunters DLC? Phasmophobia is a classic. Yeah, I just posted some of the games I'm looking to do Oh my god. I highly recommend getting the Hunters DLC. Don't rush it though. Like, play through most of the game before you go there, because if you go to that shit early, you're in for a bad time. But God, it's such a good game. Yeah, I just posted some of the stuff I was looking at to play in Discord as soon as Rogue Trader's done. Like, they're up for votes too. If there's anything you wanted to see specific out of that, or if you have any suggestions, I'm open to them. But yeah, we got to vote in the Discord. And for anybody that did want to see the rest of the endings for Silent Hill F, obviously that game works for October. I just didn't want to be playing through it over and over for all of October, but I don't know how to make a thing viewable on the stream. I couldn't figure it out before it worked tonight. But if you check the channel point redeems, we do have a goal for the month. You guys want to see all the rest of the endings for Silent Hill F. We've got our first community goal down there. So if you guys want to see that, by all means, dump points away and we'll see if we get it. I am when I'm awake anyways, I am here for the viewers. Apparently Cat really wants to know what the fuck is going on. Man.
I don't remember what skills this guy has. Awareness for everybody. You voted in the only election that matters. If my piddly ass fucking Twitch channel, what games to play is the most important election, our country's doomed. To the tens of people out there that watch me. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, we want that. Extra action point. I will stream 10 hours of coffee talk if I have to, if anybody would have voted on it. See, there you go, guys. Knights is a man of the people as well. Wait, is that an actual game? I thought you were just talking about coffee. In one stream, Power Wash Simulator in entirety. Somebody told me I couldn't do it in one sitting. Don't tell me what I can and can't do. We're gonna have a fucking problem. Good. Fuck yeah. I guess we'll do this. Like 2 years ago. Nice. All right, Kat. I hope it's good. Let me know. I may or may not be here. I'm trying. You won't be the only one. As long as you're not huffing copium like I think most people will. Oh, you're not fighting, you're just going ham on a box. Okay, I thought they were fighting.
Oh, it's not about entertained. I'm just, I'm not shaking this. I really gave bonus to critical damage. It's killing everybody. Oh yeah, let's take that. All right, later, Boondog. There we go. Okay, and I think we did get all his gear updated. And there's no helmets this guy can wear. A tome containing warnings of the Omnisire. This set of unshakable tenets of the Adeptus Mechanicus is hidden from the eyes of the layman with a special binaric cipher. Only an anointed tech priest can divine the sacred knowledge from this folio.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
The lockers are full of work overalls, robes, and tools that are covered in seals that emit the strong scent of sacred indigents.
Here.
The Emperor gave me a vision.
Cast your eye there.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
The sounds of fierce fighting reach your ears. The screen display. Oh my god. Man, I am falling apart today. Ugh. Don't tell me what to do, or Knights will play through Pressure Washer Simulator in one go again just to show you. The screen displays the elevator shutdown diagram. There are two devices that prevent the machine from functioning.
It's like, why am I getting dragged into this?
Know your duty.
There's a lawnmower simulator.
Wow.
My God.
You could almost feel the evil oozing from the vile chaos symbols. Your eyes start to water as you distinctly smell the putrid odor of rot. Main Sanctum.
The hell is this thing? Rust Stalker. Why do people make these things? Paint drying simulator. It's a game. Didn't even have to look hard. Came out in 2021. It's 99 cents.
Wow.
There you go. Put this on your Halloween stream. This is literally a game of watching paint and drying for 6 hours, so do you feel like wasting money and time? It has very positive reviews. 35.2 hours on record. I mean, what is there to say but wow, this game is life-changing. I dreamed of the day I could watch paint dry from the comfort of my room and could finally make a dream a reality thanks to this game. I can feel the dedication and time the developer put into crafting this masterpiece. 109 hours. 139 hours. Review says paint. I got bored, so I wrote a review on this game during the process of playing this game. The game gave me mild diarrhea in my pants and was leaking. Nice crypto miner. Says the negative review was 62 hours. There are games, and then there's paint. What the fuck? 1,093.5 hours. Groundskeeper Willie. He's played 12 hours recently. What?
Go. Hello, people on the Steam application. I'm sorry, my English is not my first language, as you can see. And my English is not my first language. Okay, anyway. I'm the developer of this beautiful game. Have you ever thought, I wish I could paint a wall and then watch it dry, but actually painting the wall is boring, so I just want to watch it dry. And here I turbo problem because it's so boring to just paint. So with this application, what you can do is just go here, select whichever color that you like, and you will see a preview of the final product. Yeah, and let's go with blue because I personally like blue. And just go. And as you can see, now the paint is wet. And now you only have to wait for the paint to actually dry for 6 hours.
I mean, the guy's a programmer, not an entertainer.
It's what it normally takes to dry. What did I do that?
So wait a minute. So if we wanted a full completion this game,
and just
6, 12, 18, 19, 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, 54. So to do a full platinum clear is 54 hours. Does that have achievements? Hey, guys, it's Steam Deck verified. Okay, so hang on. 50, 56. Let's see how many people have 56. I want to see that number actually comes up. Because now we know why. 61. Oh, that's the guy that hated it. 53. Knights, nothing stopping you. Yeah, greatest game. Phenomenal, life-changing experience. Best game ever. Not sure what I expected. I mean, it's only 99 cents, right?
Wow.
Like, what are we really out? Wow.
Let the faith guide my path. Helmswoman of the Soul Sea, accept this amulet as a token of my respect for your craft. Every experienced ship pirate on Fenris wears one of these.
Thank you, Ulfa. I am pleased to know that I am worthy of the Space Wolf's trust, and even more pleased to see it in the motley flashes surrounding your radiant soul.
Don't make it weird, Cassia. Yeah, there's dollar menus don't even exist anymore, man. I can't get a bun and cheese for $1 anymore.
I cannot be leashed.
Ugh. Yeah, guys, I'm sorry. I don't think I can make it. Ugh. Yeah, what a great welcome back to Rogue Trader. Well, bed won't help, but I do need to lie down. Oh, actually, you know what? There is one positive thing that comes from ending the stream early. I can raid people I don't normally get to raid. And since we're talking about cozy, silly games, let's raid Rad Raven, who's playing Water Park Simulator. Yeah, but we're going to tell him about it. We are absolutely going to tell him about it. Well, guys, I apologize for the short stream. It's been a rough few days. I thought I was good. But all right, we're going to go hang out with Red Raven. He's been a good recent friend of the channel. And he's building motherfucking water parks. So everybody, thanks so much. I appreciate your understanding and patience. Remember, if you want to see the Silent Hill F endings, we got the channel point redeems. And if you're in our Discord, please vote on some games you want to see in October. And if you're not in our Discord, why not? All right. Thanks so much, guys. Have a nice night.